XP experience points get you to higher levels on Zwift, which means more equipment to unlock and even more routes to ride. Leveling up on Zwift is a great way to stay competitive on the platform and keep pushing yourself to ride further and faster than ever before. But how do you level up? And are there any little tips or tricks you can employ to level up quicker? Well, you bet there are. Let's dive in. First up, let's understand what leveling up is and how it works. Leveling up, also known as XP experience points, is basically what you accumulate as you progress through Zwift. And you can find out how many points you have by clicking on the menu button in game whilst you're riding, and it will bring you to this screen right here. And these are your points right here. So I've got about 92,484. So you get these points by riding more. The more you ride, the more points you get. And you'll earn some prizes on the way. I've got one coming about 1,500 points. But what's the point in all these XP points, and should we concentrate on accumulating them? Right, okay, so the more XP points you accumulate, the more routes you'll be able to access and also equipment. Now, that's all that fancy gear that secretly we all want. Socks, shoes, bikes, wheels, jerseys, all the really stuff. I love all this stuff really, I can really nerd out. So there's a whopping 50 levels on Zwift. When you start off, you'll begin on level 1, you'll gradually progress through them. Currently, I'm on level 22, which is, it's good, but still a bit more work to do before I unlock some nice jerseys for my wardrobe. I've been in touch with Zwift though, and they have shared with me a few secrets which they've let me share with you. And this is going to help you level up a little bit quicker and accumulate more of those XP points. But there's a little bit of a catch, because you can't tell anyone. Top secret stuff. Not even your mates. Okay, so this next one isn't too much of a secret, admittedly. It's actually quite simple. All you got to do is ride from the start. Get pedaling those legs, or as Zwift says, ride on. Get some XP points in the bank. For every route you complete on Zwift, you'll get a badge, and for every badge you get, you'll get XP points too. So try to complete as many new routes as possible. This not only gets you XP points, but it also helps to keep your experience on Zwift fresh and interesting. It's also worth noting that there's a new feature on Zwift. So when you go on the route selection page, there's actually a little bit which shows you which routes you haven't completed. And additionally, it's worth mentioning that you shouldn't stop your ride right at the top of a climb, because, well, you could soft pedal the descent and get all those valuable XP points just by soft pedaling. Not too much work in that. Key point, complete your routes. Another simple and easy way to get extra XP points is to complete a workout. The more workouts you complete, you guessed it, more XP points. Switch to metric. Remember I said earlier that for every mile or kilometre you ride on Zwift, you'll get 20 XP points. Well, quick bit of maths. So say you ride 100 miles, that's 2,000 XP points, but 100 miles is 160 kilometres. So that would have been 3,200 XP points if you were riding with the metric system. That's 1,200 XP points more. So if you want to rack up more of those precious points, well, for free really, and quite easily, just go into your settings, switch from imperial to metric and ride in kilometres. Sorry for all you lot who prefer riding in miles. If you really want to rack up the XP points, then choose flatter routes over hillier ones. If you're slogging away up the climbs, you're going to be moving slower and you're not going to make the most of that kilometre bonus, which will rack you up those all-important points. When you start on Zwift, you'll have a TT bike. Use it, because every time you pass through a KOM arch or a sprint banner, you'll earn XP points instead of the power-ups you'd have earned on a road bike. You'll earn something like 20 or 30 XP points, which is equivalent to riding 1 mile or 1 kilometre, although I am hoping you're riding in kilometres by now. Also, choose a shorter, flatter route, one with plenty of lap banners and opportunities to get those XP points. Something like the Volcano Circuit or the Volcano Circuit CCW, which is 2.6 miles long with one lap banner every single time you pass through one circuit. Plenty of opportunities to rack up those XP points. We all know that you ride fast on a bike in a group, and on Zwift, it's the same story. So get social and enter an event, either a race, a meetup, or a group ride, and take advantage of all that shelter in the bunch, riding further and faster, and racking up more of those points. Now, of course, not every event on Zwift is a race. So if you don't want to be as competitive as I've just realised I'm about to get, keep it steady, take it social, have a chat with your mates, and at the same time, rack up loads of precious points. Right, where am I in the race here? 42nd, 44th out of 95, I need to up the pace. Come on, Conor. Remember I said that you could earn badges by completing certain routes on Zwift? Well, you can also earn badges in other ways. So that could be hitting a certain number of watts, or it could be something like climbing out to Zwift in under an hour. And I've actually earned this badge. It's called Liftoff, and I'm really proud of it because I did it at altitude in the altitude centre at 3,000 meters elevation. Yeah, I'm proud of that one. Oh, did I mention I've actually managed to earn 49 badges, which I'm even more proud of, although I've still got 99 to go. But I did earn the Speed Demon badge too. Broke 40 mile an hour. Get in! Okay, so that's how to level up on Zwift, and also a few little methods you can employ to earn those extra XP points. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Right now, I'm currently languishing in this race I've just entered. 77th out of 95 riders, so I better get my head in the game. Either way though, still racking up the points. Right, see you on the next video. Up, come on, Conor.